Hello everyone, this is my full rune reading for this very special day of September 9th, 2019. Today is what's known as the 9-9 portal. A month ago from yesterday we had 8-8, August 8th, and that was the Lionsgate portal. This portal today is very similar to that. It's all about ending old chapters, shedding the past beliefs. It's also about Saturn will go direct on the 18th. So things are going to get a little bit easier. Saturn is the planet that likes to teach us about karma and responsibilities and can be difficult at times. But when it's retrograde, the lessons are a little rougher. So we're going to look forward to it going direct. It'll be the end of this retrograde at the in another 9 days. So I wanted to give you a little treat today and do a full Celtic Cross Rune reading for all of us today. And we're going to read here 10 runes, and then there's an extra 2 over here. But this is our Celtic Cross reading here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through this reading with you. I already put out the layout, so you didn't have a bunch of dead time of me trying to put the runes out. But here we go. Okay, let me see how this resonates with you guys. All right, so our first rune is this rune here, and it's where we are right now, because this is a collective one. So because it's collective, it may or not address certain specific issues in your life, or it may do that. So this rune here is our first rune, and it's Laguz, and it's Laguz reversed. Where you are right now is this is the rune of water, feminine energy, intuition. So it could be that we're not in touch with our intuition. We're blocking it. We don't want to listen to what it has to say, or possibly it could be we're just too busy. We don't have enough quiet time for it to break through the silence and the noise and really deliver its message. So we want to focus on that. This is a reminder that we need to focus back onto our energy, onto our internal GPS. So I'm going to actually turn it right side up to help us with that. Okay? All right. Potentials and challenges is actually this one here, Gibo. Gibo is non-reversible, and is actually in the origin of the XOXO at the end of letters. So it represents love. It also represents your gift in life. What is your innate, instinctual talent? Is it photography? Is it drawing? Is it the healing arts? Often, this is our gift to us to be able to make money or leave an impression on this world. Okay, so find ways to make money with what naturally comes to you. Back in the barter days, it would be something that you would trade with somebody else's talent. For example, I read runes and oracles. Well, maybe my wagon breaks down and I need to replace the wheel. I don't know how to do that, but I can go to my neighbor who fixes wheels on wagons and trade him a reading to fix my wagon wheel. So that is why we're given these special talents, and that's why everyone has something a little bit different. Okay, next we have Ruse that is down here at the bottom, and this represents what to focus on. This is a good one because a ruse is the rune of health and strength. You know, summer's been a time, we just had, the United States just had the Labor Day weekend. Maybe you had a little bit too much fun. Maybe you had a little too much fun eating. Now it's time to kind of get back to the nitty gritty. Also, we'll be going into fall, so sometimes we don't keep ourselves as busy as we did in the summertime. So it's important for us to focus on our health and getting our immune system up, especially before the cold weather hits and we could possibly be getting that wonderful flu or cold. Our immune system may tend to lower this time of year, so it's important for us to focus on our health. Number 4, the 4th position, is your past. This is Ansuz. Ansuz is the rune of communication, but Ansuz is upside down. So it doesn't mean there's no communication, but it could mean that there was, because it's in the recent past, it could mean that there was a breakdown of communication, similar to what happens during Mercury retrograde. So Ansuz could be saying that maybe you stopped talking to a friend, or they stopped talking to you, or maybe there's a miscommunication, misunderstanding. Again, I'm going to put this right side up so that maybe that can be fixed now, even though it was in the past. Okay, what's next? Number 5, we have your strengths, or our strengths, since this is a compatible one. Compatible and collective. Our strength is Fehu. Fehu is the rune of wealth. So our strength is focused around wealth. And we need to remember that even though we may not feel financially abundant or wealthy at times, we need to remember that wealth can show up in other ways, such as discounts, freebies, winning something, something coming out cheaper than we thought it was, many different ways it can. But wealth can also be, this does represent financial, because these little twigs or lines are like the horns of cattle, because back in the Viking days, they counted your cattle to see how wealthy you were. So it is financial abundance, but if it's hard to focus on feeling abundant and being abundant, when we're having a low peak, we can focus on things that make us feel abundant, such as, I am open to the abundance coming to me. It's my turn for the abundance to come to me. Check my Facebook page. I posted a video this morning from Bob Baker, or you can check him out here on YouTube. And it was a video about why abundance affirmations do not work. What? And why are we doing them? Well, you have to do them the correct way, because if you're saying, I am a billionaire, I've got so much money, I can't spend it all. But your brain's going, dude, you got $50 in the bank account. And you're like, oh yeah, crap. So it doesn't feel real to say, I'm a billionaire. No. So, but you can say things such as, I always have enough money when I need it. Money comes to me every day, because even if you go spend something and you get change back, money's coming to you, right? So break it down into things that are believable, okay? All right. Number 6 is going to be our near future. This is Kenaz. Now you might recognize Kenaz, because Kenaz is actually the name of my account here and also my pages, Kenaz Reading by Crystal. Upright, it looks like this. Upside down, it looks like this. So our near future, this is interesting. What this rune means, upside down, it's the rune of evolution and of information. So it could be in the near future you have a lack of information because it's upside down. It's not that you don't have the information, but there's something impeding it. It could be a couple of things. It could be the fact that maybe you need to take a class or a course or a reevaluation for your work, for, I don't know, for a business you might want to try to set up, for a hobby, maybe something you just enjoy doing, you want to get certified in something. It can also mean that somebody is holding back information that you need. It might not be that they're holding it from you to keep it from you. They might not even know if it's pertinent to you. Maybe they're just not communicating it to you. So again, I'm going to turn this right side up to help bring the information and let it be clear to us what exactly we need to do, because this is in the future. Okay, now we're going to start on the column over here. And we start at the bottom and go to the top. So this rune here, the blank rune, is called Weird. W-Y-R-D, not W-E-I-R-D. This is the rune of all the known and all the unknown. It's very much like the universe, because all of the known and all of the unknown potentials are out there in the universe. But we forget we also have them within us, because as above, so below. So often we have, nebula, pictures of nebula and black holes, dwarf stars. And if we compare them to the microscopic pictures of our cells, mitochondria, nuclei, we can see that they're very similar. I'm sure you've seen the pictures of eyes. The iris of the eye looks a lot of times like something in the universe. Okay? So that, by the way, is the suggested approach. So I believe it's tied in with this first one of where you are. Your suggested approach is to remember you have all the knowledge within you, either through your ancestral DNA, through your intuition. You have it within you. Okay, number 8 is what you need to know. This little fun guy is Raido, R-A-I-D-O. Raido looks like an R. You'll see that many of the runes do look like our modern day letters, just like Berkana, Fehu even. Well, Raido is the rune of travel. So in this position, it's what you need to know. So maybe you need to take a trip to get that information and this information. Maybe you have a trip planned. It's right side up, so the trip should go smoothly. In rare instances, it can mean your life's path, but very often it's traveling, but it's long distance traveling. It used to mean travel over water, like, from Europe to the United States, but now it's just basically travel by airplane normally. It's not driving to the next county over, it's a longer trip. Okay, next we have Berkana. This number 9 is hopes and fears. Now, hopes are normally right side up, and upside down would be fears, or reversed as fears. It's right side up. Berkana is the feminine fertility rune, meaning the breasts. It's the nurturing of the seed that was planted. It can be new beginnings. It can be baby. It represents the mountains of Mother Earth, but it's the nurturing of the seed that you plant. The seed is the masculine fertility rune, and Berkana is the nourishing of it. So your hopes are that you have a smooth new beginning, or possibly wanting to have a baby. Doesn't have to be a baby for you. It can mean a baby in the family or with someone you care about, but it can also mean new beginnings for those of you who cringe at the idea of having a baby or having another one. Okay, last but not least, we have number 10, which is your potential future. And if you listen to my daily inspiration today, the goddess card was Artemis, and she was all about protection. And this is Algiz, A-L-G-I-Z. And yes, this is protection. I love it because it looks like a broom or a bird's foot. And it is right side up, meaning that we are protected. When it's upside down, it doesn't mean that you're unprotected. It means you feel vulnerable. You don't feel like you have the protection. But it is right side up. So that is our future there, our potential future. And that we have to remember that's always our potential future and our potential present and our present, because we're always protected. And I don't think we even have any idea how many things we are protected from during the day, that our angels protect us, God protects us. Somebody calls us up and we take a left instead of a right, and we never knew the potential danger we could have been in. So let's just give a quick thanks and wink back to the universe that we accept this protection fully. Now you'll probably wonder why. What's wrong with these guys? Why are they in exile over here? Well, when I was pulling the runes, these two guys jumped out at me and assaulted me when I was pulling the runes. So this one here, this one here is Thurazaz. And I think these are just extra messages for us. Thurazaz is Thor's hammer. And ironically enough, this one as well is protection. It's that like bolt of lightning, protection from the universe. It can be unexpected change, but protective unexpected change. If it's upside down, the change is more chaotic. And this one here is Tewaz, and it is also right side up. Tewaz is the warrior rune. It's being on your path. Imagine a warrior jumping on his horse with a war paint in his tomahawk. He doesn't sit there and make an outline of what he needs to do. He jumps on his horse and he takes off because it's in his blood. He knows he needs to go fight to protect his tribe and his land. This is knowing that you are on your path, knowing what your path is and going for it, and nothing's going to stop you. So I think that's a wonderful way to finish off this reading for today. So happy 9/9. Remember, this is the time of closing cycles, moving forward. The heaviness is lifting. So let's celebrate in that. Please be sure to check out my Facebook and Instagram accounts, Kenaz Readings by Crystal. Also, if you want a private reading such as this reading or the Russian Gypsy cards, please PM me. I have readings from all budgets, and also I am doing, with every paid reading, I'm donating a reading to somebody in need, whether by your choice or somebody that I choose myself. Okay? So have a wonderful day. Happy Monday. Make it count. Remember, Monday only has a bad connotation because we give it to it. Be prepared for this Friday, for Friday the 13th and the full moon. Remember, moon cycles are for an entire week, 3 days before, 3 days after, and the actual day of. So remember, starting tomorrow, you can start using the full moon energy to start manifesting what you would like in the upcoming future. I love you guys. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, hopefully, or a thumbs down if you think that's what I deserve. But if you do that, please be sure to leave a comment and let me know why it did not resonate with you. Okay, happy, happy, happy. Have a great day.